It's live.
We live. You see Nancy Adams say good morning. Go
Good morning.
on, get your good mornings out the way.
Making sure I got everything together. I can barely. Yeah, okay.
My gosh.
I'm,
Mickey late as usual.
I was
Just to let
early.
y'all know.
I was waiting on you. I see she
Mickey
fall,
late as usual, just to let y'all know. Good morning to everybody.
she's falling in
Good morning, Flint.
falling in line with the winters come late. But good morning, everybody. Nancy Adams, good morning this morning. Good morning,
Lies.
lovely one. Asaya Quill, aka Mama Quill. Meat freaks in the building. Good morning. Jazzy Melody, good morning. Unapologetic morning. Merc 76, good morning. Love Mama, top of the morning to you. Mr. Thomas in the building. I guess we're gonna have a little class today. Carolyn Hendricks, good morning. Cass Montana, and I ain't talking about class as individual. I'm talking about class and learning something like you going to school today. Let me rephrase it.
Shady as hell, boy.
I mean, Mr. Thomas, from my understanding, he's a teacher. But I understand.
That's the correct understanding.
Okay, so I'm saying.
But today I'm literally just a sidekick. I'm following you.
I
And
mean,
you late.
listen, when you're dealing with when you're dealing with CEO Mick, it's things like that that's bound to happen. Deborah Luna, the beautiful Deborah Luna. Good morning. Good morning. The lovely one, Marcy A. Tarbert in the building. You know, still you and our blessings out there in California. Marcy A. Tarbert, good morning to you. I mean, we got that. You want to say you a sidekick, right? That's how you want to play it. So you said I'm Batman, you Robin. I got it. I got it. But
Yeah, I'm always saving you. If that's yeah.
no, you ain't.
That's
You ain't.
correct.
You ain't
That's
saying
correct.
because I'm barely getting doing anything. I'm
That
just
is correct. More so you like the tick and I'm the tick sidekick, but she was the smart one.
Marshall Green. Good morning to you, Sherry Allen.
What up, T from the D?
I can see right now why.
Hey Sherry Allen.
I can see right now. What's up, T? Taz Montana 313. Kawana in the building. I can understand why now that Kamala lost. It's that type of energy. I'm just telling you.
Wow.
Good
Okay.
morning. Good morning, Kenneth. Good
That's
morning.
a choice. All right. We making some strong choices today. Let's see what happens when we get off
Well,
this little box here. Let's see what happens there.
I have no problem with crashing out on the show. Elder Nicholas J. Gaddis, good morning. We just gonna be content. I
This
see.
how you treat guests. I ain't coming back.
Man, never been. Yes, you know you wanna be part of something great. Then you didn't know 810 was rough like this, did you?
Man, it's the
Rock,
bricks. It's the bricks. I should have known.
ain't it? We like to. It's a whole bunch of people think they Goliath that we gotta slay.
I know that's right now. Now that part. Now I'm with you when you're right.
I'm always
Okay.
if
I'm
you
with you when you're right now.
always
Good
right.
morning, RJ Cat.
I
What's
see
up?
Denise in the building. Good morning, Michael Cooley from Greenwood, Mississippi. Wanda Smith in the building. I see Michelle Smith, aka Ann. Good morning. Claude Banks. I gotta get to sharing. Good morning. And I see we got the wonderful Sherry Allen on there. Healthy. But I can't show it because they ain't did no advertising with us.
I know that's right. It's a no for me, dog.
I understand Lawrence Allen in the building. Good morning. Sandra Nichols Martin. Since you don't have to come cover an 810 scandal, you know what I'm saying? Ain't doing none of that. Let's get busy. Let,
Well,
let's get to
my God, today.
but you do have to cover a scandal.
You know, mm.
You
Hey
know,
Jeff Johnson, how you doing? ATL in the building. Jeff Johnson, my brother is here visiting from ATL, and he's about to die because he is not used to the cold. So he is screaming every 5 minutes. It's cold out there.
it is.
What?
Miss Karai
Uh
Smith, good morning. And
Sandra Nichols. Hey, good morning to you.
I see Christina
T from the D. Did I say good morning to you? Good morning.
and did. I gotta get my share game on. I got people who dislike me. I gotta get
Well,
this.
get to sharing. I mean, you should have been did that.
I've been working.
You stay slacking or you pimping, whatever that mean.
Mm-mm. Now I'm always my game always on tight.
No comments.
My game always on tight. My game is tighter than you know what.
No. Don't comment it.
Oozing with it.
Fix him, Jesus.
Only if he could. Oh,
And he
he
can. Yeah, he can.
know why he ain't trying to fix me? Because he know I'm with him. I'm with him. That's the thing. I'm with him. Y'all know I'm with the living God. You got these people that saying they with God rolling with demons.
Ooh,
But what's
well,
going down there in Thornton? Because this show supposed to been about Thornton.
for real, I didn't know the whole show was supposed to be. I got me some Flint news.
Oh,
I
no.
mean, I got Michigan news. I got, you
What you,
know, I
what
just got news.
you, hold up. You know something I gotta do? Be patient with me. Be patient. 'Cause this is what happened. Do you got
Let me
the
see
Flint
what these
weather?
comments are
You
saying.
got the Flint weather? I
Oh
got
no, that's you, because
I gotta
Winters
handle
didn't give that to me.
I gotta handle the weather. That's what I'm saying. Y'all see what I'm saying? Not only do I gotta read, I gotta give y'all the weather. I'm finna give y'all the weather in 1 second. Y'all know I gotta get this
The
out.
Way of Jesus Christ Church. Good morning. Let me tell you.
I think
We
I think what's going on, Kramer,
mm,
the Holy Spirit is in you. I think it shot past me and the devil came in me today. I
well,
I think I got a feeling. I got
absolutely.
but some say it's the spirit of truth. Tell the devil, might be the devil worked the other one, but I think it's the spirit of truth
While Mickey get this weather, y'all hit that like button for me if you will.
coming in the building.
73 of us in this room. If you all can hit the like button,
Y'all don't
that'd
want
be great.
to stay 10? They don't want to come.
Hey, Casey, what's up with you?
Oh, Casey in the building. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Miss Ann. Erica Gaddis, good morning to you.
Building. Let me get all this stuff.
Mickey's supposed to be sharing and getting the weather, so he just needs to be quiet and do that while I finish saying good morning to the people, because that's my directive. Yeah,
I'm about to.
lots of things going on in here in Illinois. Just want to let you guys know. Um, there's a whole bunch of civil unrest. We'll get to that. But there is civil unrest here. As we get closer to election time. Uh yeah, it's a by any means necessary situation out here. Because the Lori Lightfoot report was released on Monday night. Um which brought the whole picture kind of together. Uh, that has emotions high out here. SP, was you at the meeting the other night? Casey, fortunately, I had an appointment and I was at home. Thankfully I was at home. Um, yeah, I was at home, so I was not a part of the melee. But I broadcasted. Um, and I can say it was very interesting, but we'll get there. Uh, I got, we want to start the hey, Tony Wiggins.
I'm back now. Y'all ready for the ignorant part of the show?
There you go. Then there's that. So let's get started talking about, because I told you,
I'm ready for it.
yeah. Let me
You take
see.
yourself out.
So you know, Trump attempts to freeze federal grants. What it means for Michigan. So I'm gonna have this conversation because we having the conversation here in Illinois about this as well. Um, Michigan leaders went scrambling on Tuesday to see which programs in Michigan, because Michigan uh, is going to be heavily impacted because you all get billions of federal government dollars
Mhm.
yearly, right? So Trump is attempting to block additional spending under the climate law that has funded more than 60 Michigan programs. Right now there is a injunction so that it's been stopped, but just until February 3rd. Um, so it gives Michigan a little bit more time to figure out which programs are going to be affected. They already stated a couple of programs that won't be affected, and that's your Social Security, your SNAP benefits. Pell grants, those type of things. But Pell grants could be affected after February 3rd if they so decide that that's a couple of the programs. Medicaid and Medicare, they won't be affected. Um, and they're claiming that they're doing this to right the ship and stop all this frivolous spending. Did you know that Michigan receives 33 billion in federal funding? They received 33 billion last year. Let that sink in.
And Flint water not fixed.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
shoo. Let's have this conversation here.
But Flint water
Yeah,
fixed, right?
right.
All that money coming in. So is it a wrong thing what he doing? Is he trying to get down to the frivolous spending that's been going on? Because it seemed like the money not been hitting the spots it was supposed to hit. In my
Right. So good morning, wouldn't it? Winters, how are you? I'm filling in for you and you talking. The
ain't-
heck?
I didn't even see her in there.
The heck? But anyway,
Let's talk.
yeah, so allegedly, well, not even allegedly, Trump feels like spending is out of control in America, you know, throughout the states. And so, in an attempt to streamline spending and everything, this was his plan, or shall we say, Project 2025's plan, the Heritage Foundation's plan to uh, halt, spending.
Right, it had that in there, but you was gonna have to make some cuts. That's what I think a lot of time we don't be thinking like we was gonna have to make some cuts. Cause I looked at it, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I know Project 2025 to the T. I just know this. What's been going on in Flint, it seems like it's been implemented here, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the bad thing for you guys is old Gretchen, old big Gretch, old big lion Gretch is finalizing the annual state budget.
Hmm.
So this comes at a difficult time where they're trying to appropriate the budget for Michigan, and there is a potential spending freeze. One good thing that could come out of this is that old little council board won't have no money to play with.
Mm. Oh, Flint broke. That's what you're saying?
I mean, they won't be having no money to be playing with.
Oh, they're gonna actually have to budget it right this time.
That
No more money going to the FBI, friends, brothers, and in-laws, huh?
okay,
Even if
okay.
you gotta do it right now. Now you got
Old backwoods Judy gonna have to figure out something to do. She won't be getting no remodeled living room this year.
no more willow trees. Willow trees.
There you go. No more.
We're gonna
No
find
more of that.
we're gonna find the Kennedy cleaners this time, right?
Listen, you gonna have to look for them to
We're gonna
get your change back.
find them lawnmowers now, honey.
Yeah, that way you'll get your change back.
Mm.
Freeze is money that's already been signed into law. If he wants to cut, he has to cut in the new budget. That's correct. But right now, Trump is doing whatever he wants.
They gonna
Now, you are correct.
they gonna reel him in.
But Trump is doing whatever he wants.
They gonna reel him.
Let's be clear about that. For me, he a rogue president because he's doing unprecedented things and he ain't even been in office a month yet.
He wouldn't be the first one. It's all to me. I ain't seen one that ain't been rogue.
Real,
Cause at one
you
time
know.
they thought Bush was something else.
RJ Cat not doing it today.
I don't know how.
Yeah, so ARPA dollars are gonna be affected. Let's just go ahead get that out the way.
Miss Gladys, good morning.
So for me, any money that you all do get needs to be focused on getting the water fixed. and nothing else because who knows? KC says, Mick, who gonna reel him in? He is firing everybody and filling the positions with his homies. Who gonna check him? I like that.
Stay
Come
tuned.
on, Kay.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, and I want to know who gonna check him because the Democrats are the minority party.
Listen, let me tell you something. I've been voting Democrat since I've been voting. Them some of the worstest people in America. The worstest. What Trump doing gonna probably finna set the Democrats back about 50 years. Just like, because if we gonna talk about it, a lot of the stuff he doing, I don't agree with all of it. But just like how people hollering about DEI, who did DEI really help?
It wasn't us. It wasn't for us. That
But
program was for them.
But I was just listening to Ricky Smiley on my way pulling in. When he had the brother on there, when he was talking about it, it was like it was not to help. It was, but you see so many people. You got the Democrats. That's the hill they want to die on now. Is that DEI? They ready to.
Well, that program was never created for black and brown people or anyone of that nature. That was created for the whites because we are the ones that usually bring the ideas.
Oh, yeah.
So
And what?
that program was created for them so that they could bring us up so that we could then bring them up.
So how you feel about the 14th Amendment when Trump said? I see a lot of people crying about that. The 14th Amendment was meant for the slaves, for the black slaves. Trump wasn't lying when he said that. But excuse me, everybody they want to throw up in that 14th Amendment, it was not. Go look when it was did. It was in the 1800s when it was written.
First of all, I just want to say this. This is my opinion. This
Go
is the views and opinions expressed on the show today are that of the super producer. Okay.
ahead.
Um, my opinion is, uh, whatever day it was when they crafted that we the people, they was not talking about us because we wasn't at the table.
No, I'm saying when you go look at it, but everybody they want to include it in it. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
mean, they do, but
Minor-
I just,
yeah, but women fall up under minorities now. You got everybody fall up under it. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
It's different people. I'm just saying these things that they did, and I get it. We all entitled to our opinion, but I think we really need to go look into a lot of these things, and we going off what people is just telling us. In my humble opinion, how I'm feeling about it. Like I said, the DEI thing got people. I'm looking at all the black leaders. You got Ricky Smiley. Them. Oh, that's wrong for what he did.
oh, let me see who this is. Elder Nicholas Gaddis. All right, please pray with us for our family. We lost our sister Crystal Crisp last night. Me being in North Carolina. Prayers to the family, Elder Gaddis.
The prayers.
All
Yeah.
right, man.
I mean, we going listen. I feel like this. Eventually, we was gonna hit this Trump. You know what I'm saying? He got in. This is how they wanted to go. Like, listen, I
I
vote.
still can't believe I'm sitting here talking with you and the Civil Rights Act doesn't exist anymore. Well, at least temporarily. I don't know what's going to happen, when the next president comes, if they going to bring it back, but right now, Civil Rights Act
But they been.
don't exist.
This my thing. What procedures or protocols did the Democrats when they was in power? All these years, y'all didn't put nothing in to stop a Project 2025. They had no procedures or nothing to stop Project 2025. It had nothing to do with stop that.
I
Eventually,
mean, they feeling like I don't believe that they felt like this day would ever come. If you know, if
that,
I'm being honest.
that's usually when it happened. When you think it can't happen, it's usually when it happened.
Sure.
And
I
then the thing
mean,
that they did, I'm just saying, when you think can't nothing happen, then they wanted to ring the alarm during the fourth quarter of the game when it was an election time. Why y'all wasn't saying nothing about Project 2025 when you first got in there? When you should have started implementing things that couldn't let that go through. My only thing where I'd be nervous about is the next president to come in, like how they having Trump with all these unchecked powers. What about the next one that's gonna come in and might be like, he did it, I can do it, because we have copycats.
Mm.
See, that's what you got to think. Trump might be the first one. He implemented it. You might have one. Just say the Democrats get in after the next 4 years. It's only going to be stopped for 4 years. Then we got to wait when it come back. That's my thing. Is like, why wouldn't none implement it to stop this? Because I mean, they got the Bill of Rights. If the Senate, both houses was supposed to be able to check the powers of the president. Am I wrong on that?
No. I mean, you're not wrong. There are, for me, there are not enough, like you said, alarms, put in place. Once the president vetoes something, that's it. I feel like there should be a way to either put his veto on a hold until they're able to figure out a way if it's something crucial, you know because right now, listen, let me show this what's going to be impacted in Michigan. Put this up here. So they're saying for Michigan, because y'all were scrambling,
Mm-hmm.
that some services that could be impacted could be Medicaid and Head Start. Um, Also, there was some new single family mortgage pilot that has been put on hold because of the grant freeze. Um, School board money for students and teachers that could be put on hold. Now, what makes me nervous for you guys is if that's done, right? Who gonna be having money? The Mott Foundation. Ugh.
Hey, listen, you're gonna have to get where you can get it from. We didn't put so what you basically showing where the failures in the black community is at now. Because that's what you're showing. Like if we don't got it together, meaning homeschooling, if you ain't got people, because we got enough teachers, blacks to teach. We got brother Elliot to be on here every Sundays. He come on, he been saying that community. So basically now we're gonna have to go back to community building. Is when you each one teach one. That's the format we got to go back to.
Um, I think this name is. I got my glasses on. I can't see today. Um, I don't want to mess your name up, so I'm not gonna say it. But I like this comment says is that there are things in place. This has just never happened. Like I said, a president never done this, so you have to go through the process first. Um,
So that
I'm feeling like a lot of people are saying too that the judges are with him. So Elder Nichols, for each state it's different. If this freeze will affect food stamps or the Medicaid in your state. It's really going to be up to your state to what these freezes affect, because then they'll have to disperse money accordingly.
so
So
they finally gonna have to finally do their job.
yeah,
They finally
yeah.
gonna have to do their job. So
Listen, women, let me tell Snow. Hey, Snow, that's an episode for Winters and Mickey, but you should research them on your own. They something else. That's what I'll say about that.
no RJ Cat. I voted for Kamala. I don't know how many times. You know what, RJ? I know you just being you kid. Yeah, they said I voted for Trump. But my thing is this: we knew what was going. My thing is this: you see the stuff that's being cut. Listen, we just got to see it play out. You know what I'm saying? You got to see it play out.
Listen, this DEI thing is coming back. That's absolutely gonna come back, because when these businesses and these corporations don't
Crazy.
continue to make the money because they don't have the creative people.
But this make a whole lot of sense right here from Nancy Adams. It depends on where the state was putting the money to what would be affected.
That's
So
correct.
being mismanaged
So
money, them days is getting them little blowing money fast and it's over. That's what it's called accountability time.
and see, this is why. Hold on, let me see. Snow was saying something. I used to work for the My Foundation super producer. Okay, well, Snow, You know then. I mean, why we having this conversation? Because you know. Uh yeah, Asaya Quill, I agree with this. This is our wake up call. There is nothing new. It just recycled, thrown back in our faces, and we have to do what we did in the past. Being a neighborhood, stop being a neighborhood and start being the community. I like that. I liked it. I'm with you when you're right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with you when you're right. But yeah, that's why they're saying that this comes at a bad time for Gretchen because they're doing the budget. She doesn't know or they won't know where to allocate money or take money from if
Mm-hmm.
they don't know how much is being frozen.
Right.
So for me, this is the time during this DEI. If you get laid off, you need to start a business.
Can I
So
tell you?
that when, huh?
Can I say you? Can I say something?
This your show.
No, no, man. I just want to answer this because what you said, you made a great point. What you were trying to say. I want people to go back and listen to what Obama said when he was on his way out. He said, if you want to make it in America in the future, you're gonna need a business. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, if you get laid off from DEI with the knowledge that you have gathered from punching everyone's clock but yours,
Facts.
you need to start a business. And then when they try to call you back, you need to say, um, I can consult for you. Uh, let's take a meeting. And then guess what? Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Tell them.
And you better, you better.
See now. See, people don't want to have this conversation. It says the Democrats back in the 1960s pushed the Civil Rights Act only to accumulate millions of the black vote. They never had concrete laws to empower us as a people. See, that's where we gotta have that real conversation. That see, a lot of times we be sitting up here. They want. I'm with you. What you saying? It goes back to you got to create something for yourself. Anytime you got a job, you work for somebody. He can fire you whenever.
Maurice said this on his show Saturday. I didn't even see Maurice Saturday.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, this is the time. Okay. Um, it might be renamed, but DEI concept is needed to pull the minority money. That and these corporations are going to suffer without the black people in these executive positions because we are the ones with the ideas. We are the creative people. We are the mother of invention. They
Fa-
wasn't never that. We are. So
yeah. Would we be tripping if we did what we supposed to do, like support our own? Go to black businesses, go to black stores. You do this and that. Every other nationality support their own. Blacks in America will be the ninth richest country on this planet. Well, our spending power is. But what know our money go to? Everybody else. It go to everybody else business. We spent on our own, spent with ourselves. You know, we could pull ourselves up out of the problems that we in right now by just spending with
but
ourselves.
but listen, this is what I was talking to my brother in the kitchen about the other day. I said, but we can't stop fighting each other.
Facts.
You don't see our counterparts going out there fighting each other. When it's time to get something done, whether they like each other or not, they get together.
Facts.
They get together, they move as a unit, and they do what needs to be done. That's the part we can't do. We always got to be um acting like crabs in a barrel. I hate to say that for lack of a better,
No,
you
it's
know,
though.
example,
It's the
but
truth.
we always have to be acting like that.
But it's the
But
truth.
right. I mean, now that Trump is in office, it's time to start having some real conversations about who we are.
Yeah.
Not about who they are, because they don't really have the power. Like, okay, so let me tell you, when I was working for someone,
Mhm.
I had to quit that job because they tried to play with me, right? One day I took one day off and I came back in the next day and my job that I did wasn't my job.
Mm,
And I said, I'm never going back to work for anyone ever again. And uh my last day at work was January 20th, 2023.
mm,
I own a home,
mhm,
so I'm still moving. So they didn't stop anything. And now I just started my tax business. You know, I do YouTube consulting. So I have a consulting business. Um, but we need to start thinking like that. We need to start thinking business forward,
yeah,
right? And we need to start looking for a path forward. What do we do? How do we do it? I don't know. We can't seem to work, together.
facts.
Um,
Because we got that mentality. We do, but we also, and I do agree, black business need to be handled better. When you come do, you do real business. Because if you can go up in let's just say a Macy's, when you go in there, they store department is nice. If you go up in, any of these even boutiques that is owned by, you know what I'm saying, they got to be presentable and they got to be nice, and it can't be cheap. You can't be trying to overprice. See, a lot of time we be want to overprice and be having bad customer service. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that we can do better. We can build industry in our own neighborhoods. A lot of these vacant buildings that we be seeing, go get them. Some of these schools, put your resources together. You can open up a community center where what did the Black Panthers do? Who did they go begging to?
Nobody, but for me, it's our mentality of I need to survive today.
Facts.
We need to be thinking, I don't need to survive just today. I need to live forever.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm creating generational wealth
As you
for
should.
my children so that my name will be spoken forever.
As
Right?
you should.
Because somebody's gonna say, well, my mama's mama, and then her mama's mama, it was my great 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 grandmama who started this. And, you know, that's how we need to be thinking. Why? Because that's how they think.
Yeah.
That's how how they put their kids through school?
Mhm.
Their life insurance policies. They borrow against their life insurance policies and pay for their children's schooling. Or they open up a business with their borrowing against their life insurance policies.
Mhm. But see,
See, y'all don't want to have that because we as Black people don't take out life insurance policies. We don't make sure, because listen, life insurance is for the living.
but
It's
see,
not for the person that's deceased.
But see, we don't know that. See, these the conversations that we supposed to have in these meetings. When I be saying when we getting together, I'm not throwing nothing at nobody. But when you have and sit down, see, we don't have these type of hubs. Let me rephrase it. Have these hub with people who think like that, who really want to educate the people and not be, oh, I want to be seen because I can say a couple big words and this and that. Just like with the brother I seen with Jawan Jackson just said. He said, perfect example. Democratic supermajority on council, yet nothing moves. It's just like we got a majority black council in a black city, black mayor, black state rep. Look where we at.
Marcel, I agree with this. I agree that it's not a Black problem at times. It's a human problem, but we need to deal with us. We need to deal with us. I'm not making it a Black problem. I'm saying we need to deal with us. We need to deal with us because there's certain things that we
And
are
I
lacking on.
yeah, no, the black community is really, I do believe this. We got a lot more to do in our community to get together.
I agree.
We got a lot of stuff to fix to get us to be able to go back and do right. We the only one. Just listen. We accept everybody in our neighborhoods, but everybody don't accept us in their neighborhoods. Let that go seek in for you. Let me see
Okay.
how many black businesses you got in Chinatown? We don't even got do we even got a black town? FBA Queen Warrior, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Sir Gregory, thanks for tapping in too. Alan, thanks for tapping in. You know, every community is united, but the black community. But I mean, until we had them type of conversations, and that's just like what we you know, it's time to really have them real conversations on what's going on. That's just like what was his name, the president, Lyndon Johnson, when he did put the Civil Rights Act in. Do you know that
We gonna get it together, Queen Warrior. We gonna get them together.
I'm gonna get it together, Dalton? Yeah,
Go ahead, finish your thought.
last time she said that's not Dalton. I got it. My bad.
I listen. I need to figure out why is it.
Oh,
Now these are this is one question that I get really upset about, and I need to figure out because I want to know
talk to
why is it that let me see what word I want to use.
use the right one because I can't
Yeah,
do
I know. Listen,
it in the day.
why is it that every non-American,
Come on,
so you can be Indian, you can be African, you
come
can
on,
be Asian,
come on.
why is it when they come over here, they walking into businesses,
Oh,
they
yeah.
owning property?
Oh my goodness, what they
It
own up in here?
like it's hard for me to get a loan. It's
Oh,
hard for me to get a business loan. It's
India.
hard for me to get a business license. But I'm telling you, I rarely see an Asian at the gas station. I be thinking, how they cars move? But then I realize they go to Costco and get gas because they going to Costco to buy in bulk for their business.
And
So
do.
that's why I never see them at a regular gas station,
Mm.
right? But how is it that they are coming over here and
Mm.
get money to start businesses that should be going to me? Those the hubs we need to start.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. I've been trying to say that. That's what you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody like, you know, because them be rough conversation.
They be rough conversations. They conversations we need to have.
Don't nobody
Nancy Adams, I agree that there some of them, their family set them up, but some of them have stories like, I came here with $20 in my pocket. You did? Well, how is it that you own 3 7-Elevens and a beauty supply store? How that happen? I need to know these things.
I'm
I
just yeah, me too. I be wanting to see it too, like how because we hear it don't make no sense, but I be getting it like because I know certain things is set up for us not to win here. And
Now, Imma just tell you this, at the end of Biden's administration, he sent $50 million to India for condoms. Say what?
who did that?
For me, they need to get their own condoms, and you need to get my $50 million back.
Was that really something? Was that really a big
Yes,
go?
go look it up.
I'm just saying, but go send 50 million. You said 50 million?
Mm,
50 million for some condoms and yet Flint water not fixed. Unbelievable. The infrastructure of in America is falling apart.
but at the same time, I'm gonna chastise us because we taking our dollars, and every year we buying your Jordans when the Jordans drop. Every year we buying stuff, that's not gonna move us forward.
But hold up, but just say you went and got because I can't think of the brother's name, but I seen them. They was on Roland Martin show before. They got their shoes. Ain't too many people buying their shoes. And they go to the same makers. They look like some old Air Maxes. They just got the little African logo on it. But why ain't nobody spend? You see what Kanye, what he went through. He wanted to start his own brand. They told him no
I mean, he just got a settlement with Adidas. He just settled with Adidas. But for me, why did you need to partner with Adidas?
because that's how you gonna go. Somebody just put it in the chat. Hold on, let me go look this up. This was a good comment that was said about cause these. Hold on, let me see.
Kawana, this should never be a thing. We should never be saying let us.
Yeah, we should
We
do it.
should never be saying that. We should never be saying what somebody let us do.
Okay, here you go. This Donnell Meredith. He don't want to put that up in here. This is a good one. He said black-owned businesses achieve what could be labeled as the pinnacles of success. They end up getting acquired by large corporations or foreign-owned entrepreneurs. That is true. You go look at all.
Listen, it's not that they get acquired. We get excited by all the money that they're offering, little bit that it is, because you don't know your idea and your business is priceless. That's why you should be passing it down to someone, your children in your family, or someone in your family. And see, they understand that we don't recognize generational wealth.
We don't.
They understand that. So they know that, oh, we are a slave to the dollar.
We are.
Right? So if somebody come and offer us $5 million for an idea they know worth $100 billion,
Right.
they like, yeah, go get it, because they don't recognize that this business is gonna feed their family forever.
Because what they say, well, I heard this from the minister, Farrakhan. Business is warfare. We don't know that. We think warfare is you go get a gun, I go get a gun, I bang, I shoot it this way. No, business is warfare. And I feel like that's what happened to us when we did the integration. Cause just think about it. It was a time when you only can go to black hotels. You only can stop at this one right here. When we did the integration, I get it, but you have to build up your community. Our money is the only ones who do not stay in our neighborhood. It goes out.
Right, because I can safely tell you, uh, well, I don't live in a predominantly uh African American neighborhood. I live in a predominantly white neighborhood.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You just not gonna slide by that like that and just say that. Not that you throwing up this again. I'm coming down there and we
Listen, the
out.
reason why I don't is because they tried to gentrify me
Yes,
with my dollars.
facts.
And I'm not from Illinois, so that don't compute for me. So I took my dollars and put myself where they get the best of everything in their neighborhood, right?
Mm,
So I live in a neighborhood with sidewalks. I live in a neighborhood where I don't have to worry about tree trimming.
yeah.
Uh, or if something happens to the road, they've been tearing up these roads since the summer.
Mm,
Okay. We didn't have to complain about anything. But I also want to tell my children, your money is the same as the mother folks' money.
facts.
And you don't have to take it where they want you to take it. You could take it where you want to take it. And so that's what I did. But I travel back to predominantly black neighborhoods, and that is where I spend my money. So
Yeah.
where I used to live is predominantly black and predominantly black area.
Mm,
I travel back there and I still shop at the same stores I did when I lived in their neighborhood. But that's a choice,
fact.
right? We got to choose to support us. Now,
Facts.
I could just run around here where I live at and get certain things,
Right.
but I seek out black owned businesses. I'm gonna give you a chance before I be like, this why I don't do black owned. But we do. We need to start educating ourselves and expecting more from us. We need to start educating ourselves on things like customer service.
Right.
We need to start having regular meetings and in services for the people that work for us
Yeah.
with customer service. We need to have team building exercises. This is what our counterparts do. This is what they do to move their businesses forward. This is what they do. We need to do it to do the same. Let's see what Snow talking about. Hey chat, how do y'all feel about Trump sending the undocumented immigrants back to their country? Do y'all feel sorry or sympathy for them, even though black people been getting messed up over for 400 years? Um, how you feel about that, Meek?
To be honest with you, I look at it like this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. They've been sending people, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? I can't stop them. Look how they did us. People acting like we ain't been dead wrong. If they is illegal and they over here, you got the right to send them back. But we got to understand them illegals is coming over here. It's because these corporations are hiring them. So you have to look at these corporations about them coming over here. It ain't us, but the big thing is, and I said this yesterday, what America, and this don't blame me for it, because my name is not Pat Buchanan. I didn't write the book Depth of the West. They seen the browning of America. Hell, when half of them people come over, what do they classify as? Far as your Asians, your Latinos, what do they classify as? Black or white?
Definitely ain't black.
Okay, so I mean, and some of them who were Republican and voted for Trump to get in here, get in there, we can say all we want. We couldn't even get a George Floyd bill. I dare say something about John Conyers and say when he was just trying to get HR 40 looked at, and that was just to look at reparations for blacks. You know
This
how
what this how I feel about it, Snow. I know. I mean, you may not care, but this how I feel about it. I am empathetic, but I am not sympathetic, and I think I saw somebody say that too. I am empathetic, but I'm not sympathetic because when you, as an immigrant, can come over here and have $6,000 worth of food stamps, and I'm fighting for $500 worth of food stamps, and you can get TANF, and it got $6,000 of cash you can get, and I don't qualify for $0, but I was born here. Um, that's a problem for me. Um, so while I'm empathetic and sorry that you're being uprooted from the home that you know, you need to go back to the home that you grew from and find out why they didn't want to take care of you the way that we did. Just like we are having to fix our own problems, I feel like we need to leave other people's problems alone too,
and
until we fix the problems we have over here. Because I don't make sense to me how Canada can have free health care across Canada. Overseas, they got free health care, and we out here fighting for medication that our pet can get cheaper than we can.
ain't that crazy? Now make that make sense. Ain't that crazy?
So, um,
Like,
yeah, it said a lot to me when they was trying to fly the Colombian immigrants back to Colombia,
yeah,
and the president refused to accept the plane.
cold blooded, ain't it?
I mean, we need to start being just as cold-blooded in some aspects. I feel like this is America. You say it's the melting pot, land of the free, home of the brave. That's why people come here. Okay. Right?
Hmm.
I understand all that. You want to allow people to come here because of that? Fine. But I don't think that they should be getting everything in the kitchen sink and we can't get anything.
Yeah, facts.
Now that I got a problem with. Plus, I don't feel like there was a plan. There was no real plan, on how to let these people into the country, right?
Yeah,
I feel like there was no plan. You just bringing the people in, people getting dumped here, and the places they getting dumped already filled.
yeah,
Like, I don't know, so that's the way I feel about it. Somebody said, super producer Marcus Garvey said, don't concern nothing that don't concern you. Okay. Listen, all kinds of facts being spoken this morning. Look at y'all.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I
Look
said,
at y'all.
we all got to hold our own on this one because we've been catching hell. I ain't seen them jumping up saying, you know what they say for us? You should obey the law. We the only ones got to tell our kids if you get pulled over, you got to do this. Keep your hand 10-2 when you driving. No, sir. Yes, sir. You don't hear nobody else saying they got to give their kid just a speech to go out and drive, just to go to drive and come back. Unbelievable.
Oh, listen, let me get to this stuff. Hold on. Winter sent me something. I thought she was texting me to tell me that I didn't do what she told me to do. So hold on, let me
You don't run
uh
this thing.
let me let me do. what she told me to do. Okay, few things. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, Winters, I'm getting it.
I'm just saying it's a lot. Sometimes you
I mean, these
sometimes
are good.
you're both for your
This
own.
is a great conversation that we're having today. I love Flint. I love Flint because y'all love talking about things and getting in the conversation. I love you guys. You guys hit that like button, the share button. Listen, super chatting still open, even though Winter's not here. Super chat still open.
Oh, the
All
cash.
right.
Oh,
Winters told me to read this to y'all. Now,
the-
y'all know last night a helicopter and an airplane, I believe it was an American Airlines
Yep.
um uh flight collided.
Mhm.
Okay. If you want to see or hear a lot of the flight stuff,
Mhm.
ad free TV. Ad free TV. I'm gonna bring the page up right quick. Hold on.
Mhm. Yeah, well, I agree with you. So they've been going after people crossing the border in the South since they were called illegal aliens. So it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I'm looking for subscriptions. Ad free TV last night had the radio chatter of the NTSB of this flight. And listen, the super producer looks at all types of things. Uh so I have all of these. Here you go, right here. Agenda. Sorry, it's
Dear Dr.
agenda
K,
free
I used to
TV.
think I was never meant to be beautiful.
Um, and he's live again talking about this crash. He had 47,000 people in his stream last night. I think he has oh, he has 750,000 people looking at him now. I'm gonna show y'all this page.
Oh wow.
Okay. But ad free TV, and it's ad free. He don't show no ads or anything. And you could go and he be covering all types of stuff on here. Hold on. Ad free TV. Agenda, excuse me, agenda free TV. Okay. So let me read this because hold on, I'm behind on the comments. Okay. Agenda free TV. So last night, a helicopter and a American Airlines flight collided. People were, of course, didn't survive.
Mm.
So let's see. She told me to read this. There was either an accident or the plane was the target and the helicopter was the weapon. We need to know who was on the plane, and hopefully it wasn't anybody about to testify in important matters, etc., dignitaries and what have you. Plane was on predictable track and assigned to a runway rarely used, per ABC News report tonight. A helicopter flew irregular path, then rose to meet altitude of plane and changed direction to intercept in the last few seconds of flight. Maximum allowed height for the helicopter was 200 feet, which is where it was up until 37 seconds before impact. Surging from 200 feet to 350 feet just seconds before impact is a deliberate maneuver and takes considerable power to climb. Now, what I want to say is, um, we've had those recent things with the soldiers in the soldier in Vegas and the ex-soldier in New Orleans. Um, so, you know,
Mm.
I don't know, what we're gonna find out about uh the people that were on the helicopter or who it was in control of the helicopter.
Now you got
Or
my conspiracy theorist hat on.
now listen,
Talk to me.
these because these all of these flight things have black boxes.
Mhm.
So it's a search and a hunt now for these black boxes for the helicopter and for the plane. Because you're gonna you need to hear what each pilot is saying. or what is even happening in the helicopter, right? Because what if there was some sort of fight going on in the helicopter for the joystick, and that's why there was a sudden move, in this flight pattern. But agenda free TV, if you go there, this man, he has access to everything. He done showed the runway that the uh airplane was designated to. And he shows it to you up close. So he gets up close and shows you. He shows you where the helicopter was. I mean, he literally explains everything. Agenda free TV. That is this site right here. And yeah. So if you want to keep abreast of that, the president did release a statement last night saying that he had been fully briefed on what was transpiring with this crash, and he gave his condolences to the soldiers' families that lost their lives and people on the airplane that may have lost their lives. I still don't know, if they've recovered anyone from the American Airlines flight. There were 64 people aboard that flight from, I think it was Wichita. I think that's what he said. Um, so maybe Trevor will talk about this on his
Yeah.
next military show. But agenda free TV, Trevor, is a good resource. You go there and see everything. No games. Good morning. So what you thinking, Mickey, about it?
I mean, man, I'm just looking at it like I'll be because when these things be happening, I thought they be having a flight pattern. How does a helicopter and these planes even running into each other when y'all have these flight? Because I'm looking at it saying Trump fired all the TSA. I mean, what I'm saying, the controllers or something. That's what I'm looking at. Said we'll find out. Okay, hold up. Where it said Trump fired all the people who make sure accidents like this don't happen. It's no conspiracy. Okay, cool. Well, if he, you know what I'm saying, he laid off all the controller people, we're gonna continue. But what they don't understand, this gonna hurt the airport industry. Because we're gonna want to be hopping on them planes if y'all ain't got this together. And you saying if Trump fired these air traffic controllers, ain't no way I'll be hopping on one. No time soon. I'll be taking car or a train.
Eddie Gray, that's how many? 28? Wow. Wow. For me, who's responsible for this? Because the families are going to want to sue.
They should because it was a failure somewhere. The ball got dropped.
Were there any children on board? Like this is
Okay, they say they aren't all laid off. Thank you, Nancy Adams. They are not all laid off.
right. I mean, yes, I see a lot of people saying these helicopters can be run by remote. Was this that situation? Would they even tell us? If this was some covert mission, training mission, would they even tell us?
Okay, well, I'm looking at what Kay, she just said. She said, good morning. GMA, I'm guessing that's standing for Good Morning America, said this morning that the helicopter confirmed with the tower that had the plane in its sight but did not divert. What?
Right. I mean, but for me, you can't just maneuver these planes. It would be the helicopter that would have to maneuver, but the tower would not be able to be in communication
Okay,
with the helicopter if it's a military helicopter, if it was a Black Hawk.
it says members of the U.S. figure skating team were on board. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Was it? Listen, these black boxes is going to be extremely, extremely important.
Yeah.
Extremely. So you say Sherry Allen, I'm from Virginia, and there are, the military bases are located in Virginia. And so they do a lot of military exercises at night, covert, training exercises. Um, that I never agreed with that stuff because there are so many flights,
Right.
and because there's loads of airports there too. I always felt like they should be doing these covert helicopter things, not near residential
Right.
traffic. There are a lot of islands that we have over there that they could be doing these exercises, these covert exercises from. So, you know,
Yeah, that's a sad thing.
but
Tragedy.
agenda free TV, if you get a chance and you want to know what's going on with this plane and what was said at the tower, he had all that information. He was playing the radio transmissions that was going on when it first started. So if you go back to last night's, I don't know if he stopped the live or if this has been a 24-hour live, but if you go back to last night's, um you can hear the tower talking and saying and asking what happened, and things like that. But you listen, super producer, you never know what I'm gonna produce. Just know that I'm gonna find it.
You're gonna
Um,
find
I'm gonna find it. But and when I found that channel last night, boy, I could not turn it off. I went to bed listening to, all of this radio chatter that was happening afterwards. You know, um, them calling for fire and rescue and, the marina boat rescue and all of that stuff.
it. See, the only thing when stuff.
Hey, this happens a lot.
You say I can't. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mickey.
Oh, I was gonna say what make people be thinking of that because it's always my thing is when things like this, why we question the American government because they have did things to go get in wars. See, you never know what this might is. They gonna come out and say what a week from now, like you say, was this a training? You know what I'm saying? To me, it's just like it's hard to find out till you say we get the black box. Because now if they saying the plane had it in sight, why didn't it? Like you said, it didn't divert. Don't make sense. It didn't divert. You just didn't took some people's lives out. And what was that helicopter like? I mean, to me, it's that's precious cargo that was on that plane, and you can't be playing with people's lives like. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like a car accident. It's 50-50. You dropping out the air, it's zero.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's something totally different. And to me, it's like, we're always gonna question something. But is it this serious that y'all want to make this president look that? And I'm not even for him. Don't get it twisted. I'm not even for this president. And I don't like a lot of stuff that's going on. But hey, I'm like everybody else. Just listen, we going through it. You got to hold yours like we holding ours. Because I don't see too many people of them other nationalities when we going through ours, they jumping up and they're helping us. Because you actually got some black teachers who said, black people, we not going to let ICE come in here and take these babies. Said it. So
I know
it's,
that's right.
it's a terrible thing.
Okay, I'll put the link in the chat for Agenda Free TV. So if you want to go to that channel and continue to monitor this situation throughout the day, then there you go. Okay?
Arthur
All
Logan,
right. Now, let's get to the next business at hand because
not for me.
Mickey need to, I don't know what he need to do today, but I guess I need to stay on time. I don't want to take y'all's time. So
Yes.
let's get to the reason why I was brought here.
Why was
We're
you?
going to talk about Dalton and Thornton Township. If you have questions that you want to ask, put them in the chat. But so I'm going to go over what happened last night. Was that last night? No, that was Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, there was a meeting at Thornton Township.
You said my super chat. I didn't know it's not on Chris. He said this.
Yeah, this is wild. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see it anymore, Mick.
I don't know what happened. If they take
Hold on, let me check something. Now y'all telling me something. And happy third anniversary to 810. This is year 3 for them
And is.
on YouTube. I just seeing that.
All right.
Wow. Let's see. Mickey, you know you need to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll take care of that when we get off. Mickey, put your cash app up. If you want to, Mickey has some business that he needs to do because he never does anything. I have to tell him 355 times to do something.
Did you just come on here and say that? Did you just do that, woman? Did you just do that? Did you just do that?
So please send it to the cash app temporarily until Mickey does what I told him to do. Yeah, okay.
What you tell me to do, lady? Let's don't do this on here. Do that on here because I don't want to have a crash out season. I do enough with that with winters. I'm leaving all crash out in 2024. I argue with no more people.
So yeah. So, Mickey's in trouble. So anyway, back to business because, super producer minds her business. Thank you for putting the cash app in there. So if you want to right now, just for today, tell Mickey, and now he gonna listen. Do what he's supposed to do. Please hit the cash app for 810 so we can move 810 forward. So that 810 can become your new BET news station.
BET.
Okay. For us, by us. Okay. So we're going to talk about Tuesday night. So Tuesday night was Thornton Township. So Lil Stank is the mayor of the village of Dalton. She is the supervisor of Thornton Township. So let me explain this to you. She's a mayor. Thornton Township is not a place. You cannot write a letter to Thornton Township, Illinois, and somebody receive it. People don't live in Thornton Township, Illinois. That's not a place. She's a glorified Amazon worker for Thornton Township. So she controls the services. So rental assistance, and food boxes distribution, senior programs. She's a glorified Amazon supervisor. That's what she is over there. So she moves goods and services for the township. 17 municipalities make up the township, and she is the supervisor of services for those townships. So there was a meeting on Tuesday night. The first meeting where there was a quorum. So there was an empty seat, like y'all have the empty third ward seat. There used to be an empty seat for a trustee. And so that seat was filled on the previous Tuesday. So this was the first meeting where there was an actual quorum. Okay? And because of that, the meeting was able to move forward in a business type fashion. The meeting moved forward. Lil Stank was taking L's left and right. I mean, they was motion failing everything that she wanted. Okay. Since they did that, right? She wanted to go. She does this every time. So for months, I would say half the year last year, before closed session, she would have her people in the back of the room to cause a disturbance so that they could not go into closed session to fire or put on leave her boyfriend and another employee that intimidates the workers and the residents. Okay. Now, we all know that Jedediah Brown has been advocating in that area. So they moved the public comment to the end. They waited for closed session. They came out of closed session and they laid off Lil Stank's boyfriend. And she was pissed. She was already pissed from all of the L's that she had taken, from all of the stuff she put on the agenda that she wanted. So just think, this room is getting filled with emotions from the people that's stealing. They stopping the people that's from stealing now. And they pissed. So Lil Stank is already mad. She mad her boyfriend on leave. She mad her I don't even know what to call him. He the super volunteer. That's what we call him. The super volunteer got put on leave. And so now she ain't got no back. When she go to work, she can't intimidate nobody because, nobody go to work with her. So what I'm finna show is the video of the advocate, Jedediah Brown, saying his comment. And then you're going to see, I'm going to tell you so y'all can watch it. You know what? Let me let you watch it first and then we'll slow-mo everything. So you can understand what's actually happened. And shout out to producer Mark. We're going to be using his video footage. So you all can watch this because it's kind of like he kind of condensed it so we don't have to watch the whole thing.
You didn't start your business to do taxes. Good thing we did. Block Advisors by H&R Block puts small business...
Excuse me, my bad, got a little distracted. All right, so, man, there's so much. I didn't want to say nothing, but I really didn't like how you disrespected the newly elected trustee. But what I want to say is it's clear that you got questionable spending habits. You got a failed business venture. Your restaurant was deemed nasty. And it's proven while you talking about her education, we can't even verify yours. But since you sold for women, I really already knew by the way you handled Fania. But for you to sit up here and disparage that woman after giving her that fake ass congratulations in the beginning because you thought you was gonna get what you wanted. Here's the thing. I want to educate you. Stephanie Wiedemann is a 20-year employee, and ain't none of her business ventures ever failed. On top of that, she serves as a chief of staff, and she didn't fuck her way to the top. She's efficient in budgets and don't hide her deeds. She's efficient in organization. She served as a temporary interim executive director for the Dalton Park District until she stepped aside to help her daughter become something you'll never be, which is a married woman. And her daughter moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter, but I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so while you've been a half-ass mayor, but if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work, and I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would better take a vote and we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie to be the new member of our. So all those in favor say, all those against it say nay, all those in favor say aye. You go, bitch. That ain't right. Fuck you, time
All you niggas hoes. All you niggas hoes.
All you niggas hoes.
None of you fuck niggas outside of here. Bitch ass nigga. My fault. It's my fault. It's here on the floor somewhere. I don't know. It's blue. You want to call it? You want to call it? These ass niggas trying to jump up like y'all want some smoke out here.
All right. So that was the fight. The fight that ensued. If you go to All in the Queue, you can see I do everything in slow-mo. Let me see if I can pull it up. So let me just tell you the players. So we all know Jedediah Brown. The gentleman that came up to the podium to watch Jed's back, that is Lavelle Redmond. We call him JB too. His name is J. Well, we call him JB. Of course, all of these people, super producer, can touch and speaks to. I spoke to Lavelle after the fight, and he somebody stole his phone. One of her people, the skinny one that looked like Show Nuff, that was standing on the table, he stole his phone. And they now have his phone and are trolling things in his phone. And that's crazy to me because the FBI is following anybody that was connected to Lil Stank Booty. And so you playing in somebody else's phone and the FBI is actually following the phone. So they actually know where you at because they pinging the phone every time you do something with the phone. Okay. Anyway.
I just want to ask a couple questions.
Go ahead.
Because I'm a little slow. And I didn't graduate at the top of my class. Lil Stank. Can you tell me Lil Stank?
Lil Stank, a.k.a. Tiffany Henyard, the mayor. I never say her name because she claims that people are saying her name so that they can eat off her name. So I never say her name, so therefore she can never say that I tried to eat off her name.
And who is Show Nuff?
Show Nuff is DeMarcus Crigley. He used to work at the Village of Dalton. He was laid off from there and then fired. And so, yeah, he's been
with the dreads.
Yeah, he's been a goon of hers since this started. So, and he has a questionable past of his own. I don't even know how he got a job at the Village because you're supposed to be doing a background check. But she suspended background checks in 2021 so that she could hire all of these unsavory and seedy-like people.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. So that was him. And then her boyfriend, Kamal, was the one that y'all saw Lavelle put his arm out so that he wouldn't come close to Jed, whatever. That was her boyfriend. This was the most skinny jeanist, windmill fightingest show I ever seen from the goons who's supposed to be scaring people on this Casanet internet I seen in my life. But, it is what it is. Let me see. Who was talking about they made sure insurance was in place for the meeting? I'm just saying, and having an attention span past 3 minutes. Trustee Gonzalez was the one that said that they acquired insurance for the day. It would be like an event insurance. So they acquired that for the day. JD, however, they didn't insure Lil Stank. So if somebody sue her from this incident, she gonna be paying out her own pocket. JD brought the smoke. Lavelle brought the fire. Put them paws on him. Lavelle, he is. They keep bringing up his past. And if you go over to Investigate and Advocate, his interview with Jedediah is on there. and please educate yourself about him and what happened. Illinois has had at the time this law that if you were with someone who committed a crime, that you also would be charged with that crime. When he was 15, he went to a house party with some friends. He was outside not knowing what was happening inside, and they assaulted a young girl. And so because he was with them, he got charged as well. He never assaulted anyone. There was a law here. The law is no longer on the books, but if you go to that live, the law that was on the books is put up in that interview. And so he was convicted as well. What up, Unc? He was convicted as well because of that. But I can promise you, I talk to him regularly. I can promise you, meeting him in person, man, he is a wonderful human being. And for the ladies, yes, he's single.
And Mick need is 35% because we do no soliciting without paying.
I am dead, not the tax. Come on, Trump with the tariff.
Hey,
come on, tariff.
I got
okay.
You. Call me
Come on, tariff.
Call me Tariff Mick. I got
but
you.
Anyway, so he got convicted, and that is what ended up happening. So people want to spin a narrative about, oh, that's that person. Please, y'all, please stop. Y'all okay with having a president that's been convicted of 34 felonies? This man had one charge. Okay, let me put that in perspective for you. This man had one charge, but your president got 34. Okay, so your mama.
Man, Trump, that's a super producer. I'm all right with you now. I'm you with my MAGA hat coming in the way these things getting passed.
Okay, so that is what transpired at the meeting. Now what's happening is Jedediah went and filed his police report, and so did Lavelle. Then they would have had to go to the hospital to be checked out for injuries and get a report for that. These are all things that they have to do to file against the insurance for whatever reason. If you watch Jedediah, then you know that last night he was granted, or yesterday he was granted an order of protection against Kamal and Krigley and the mayor, probably, if I'm not mistaken. And he added a whole bunch of other residents to his order of protection, and he was granted it for them. And so he added those residents, and that was a great thing, I believe, that he did, so that they are protected, and they were served last night. So the Cook County Sheriff Department went over to Little Stanker Booty's address, went over to Leotis's, because we call her boyfriend Leotis, went to Show Nuff's resident, and removed any weapons and took FOI cards if they had them. But they all are convicted felons, so they shouldn't be having none of those things. But anyway, this actually had been building up for weeks. Mickey, cut your mic off. You gonna owe me 35% of whatever going on over there.
I didn't cut it off.
No.
It's on.
It's on. To the break it down.
Good to go.
And
who is Leotis again?
Leotis is Lil Stanker Booty's boyfriend. Married boyfriend at that. So not only do you fly across the room to punch on people, okay? You punching on people defending somebody else's husband.
Lord have mercy. You mean to tell
Okay.
somebody else's husband?
Okay. So and then she want to tell the media like we wasn't all just watching her fly across the room and start punching Jedediah Brown in the head, that she was trying to break up the fight.
So
When
she
there is a slow-mo of her hitting Jedediah in the back of the head with a mic.
she cracked him with the mic.
She did.
So you mean to tell me she was fighting hard to say somebody else man, and that wasn't her man? I'm just because I'm kind of lost.
Kobe Fatty, aka, there is no speculation of his divorce. You can go to the Illinois website
Can you hear me?
and see that his divorce is still active. And I don't know how you try to divorce somebody for 4 years. Make that make sense to me.
4 years?
Okay. 4 years.
Oh my God.
So there's no speculation. He is not yet divorced. He is still married, and married is married. So there's no speculation. That's not alleged. You can go to the website and put his name in and see that his divorce is still not final. Okay. But Lil Stanka Booty tried to spin this story to the news people that she went back there to break up the fight. Now, why would you go back there to break up a fight and you the woman? You a woman and it's security in the building. Cause you a hood booger. That's why you went back there. Cause you a hood booger. That's why.
What is she?
A hood booger.
A hood booger.
That's why you went back there. Super producer, you ain't going to have me crying laughing on here today. I'm just telling you the story. This is the story. I break it down to you the way we understand it, right? So this is how we understand it.
Little stank.
No, I don't know what's wrong with you. It took you 7 years to get to what. Listen, you definitely on that struggle bus. Cause listen, it took me
seconds,
all of 6, maybe 3 months
90
tops.
Days. Them people be playing. But
3 months tops.
Y'all got to give that brother another name, show enough, because I gave that to our council president.
What?
Show enough. When she came with that curl, Liddell came in, that thing was out like that. When she said, "Who the baddest mofo lofo around here?" And then I hollered up in her and said, "Show enough."
Okay. Well, that show enough. That's his show enough brother. Then, okay. So, those are the players. The Thornton Township meeting building, the building, is in a village called South Holland. So now they are calling for the mayor of South Holland and the police chief of South Holland to arrest Lil Stanka Booty and the crew. I call them the Gang Green Gang. To arrest them for that fight, as they should. Because for me, I already told y'all, elected officials are held to a higher standard. There is no way you should be out here acting like a hood booger behind somebody else's husband. Oh, 2 months? Okay, I'm just saying. It don't take that long. And if you do, you on the struggle bus for real. That's a thing. Okay?
That said 7 years to get a divorce is diabolical.
Okay. You didn't do that right. You should have just stayed with her.
This how rough Trevor was. Said it took him 2 months to divorce his parasite. The only one who can frame it right.
And that was quick.
Because with the men don't play one. Is
Mickey, Miss Beverly Biggs. I know goodness well you ain't say that Mickey's cake was ready.
And on his way, get it. I'm leaving as soon as the show over.
And I want my 35%.
You better come here and get it.
I want my 35%. But anyway,
people are playing with me.
There is no way that an elected official, and a woman at that, should have been running to any type of fight. No way.
Facts.
There was security in the building. I can't say that he didn't need your help. It took you to take him out. I mean, while you had you had Show Enough and Leotis.
Showing out.
I mean, I ain't never seen a man windmill like that.
So basically, what you saying? What's the name of that gang again? They done blew Black History Month.
The Gang Green Gang.
The Gang Green Gang and Lil Stank and Leota and Show Enough have blue.
Let me show y'all what the Gang Green Gang look like. Yeah.
And they
Let
have
me
Black History Month, family. They have
let me
done.
sh-
We might have blew MLK Day, but they blew the whole month.
And we did. Just like that. And we ain't even got into it yet.
IB and not IB finna. We about to mess up Black History Month. Saying, can she get a piece of my cake? You're gonna be seeing us over there throwing.
Okay, so let me show y'all the Gang Green Gang.
Please give us their best picture.
Let me see if y'all can see it. This right here. Oh, let me go over here so I can share this one. That's it. They're right there.
Oh, that's them.
That's the Gang Green Gang. That's what I call them. The big one in the back will be Keith Price. And then, you just take your pick for the rest of them.
Well, we know who Lil Stank is.
And we do.
Oh, and unapologetic, you devil.
Yeah, Angela Lynette. They don't care nothing about that stuff. They could do the Pledge of Allegiance and the prayer. And when that's over, they going to call you all types of bees and everything. They don't care.
Seen it in Flint City.
They do not care.
They say the Pledge of Allegiance and it gets straight crazy. Couple bees get through all.
Yes. Sherry Allen, yes, she is. Okay. What we need to do is y'all out there laughing. Y'all so funny.
You know why? Because unapologetic gonna say she hope I gain 15 pounds. And if I do, at least I'm gonna look good with it.
Look, listen, unapologetic. Now he gonna be saying 290 days in the gym because
you know what?
I'm finna call the gym and tell the trainer about this cake that you ordered. So
he on here. It's for my birthday though.
Good brother Bilal. Did you see that cake? I want you to go in. Okay.
I'm gonna go in on it though.
And she did. It's just a series of things. There are lots of people upset about the language that Jedediah Brown used.
Right.
I'm not defending his language. I'm not saying that I feel like any man or advocate should be calling a woman that. But I'm gonna tell you this. She called him a bee like a week before or a day before.
Preach.
She's actually been calling him names throughout this whole time that he has been there advocating for Dalton. One time she called him a little boy. This right here has been building up. It's been a buildup of emotions. As you know, they protested about a week ago in front of her mom's house. And they came out there, and him and Leotis had a back and forth. I would call it the dozens. They had a back and forth dozens game.
Right.
And so this has just been building up. He threatened back in the summertime, Leotis threatened Jedediah Brown's mom in a conversation that was allegedly had. Yeah, in a conversation that was allegedly had, there.
So he got that disrespectful.
Yeah,
I'm so glad, and I thank you. Let me thank you again for coming on and giving us the insight on what went on, because every time a man do say stuff, we say stuff out of bounds. Don't let me get wrong, but I'm glad you bring an insight to when he called her that, because they would have tried to say he disrespected a woman, and and men have, but this wasn't that case. Thank you.
Now she called her own self a pit bull in a skirt. If that, I'm just gonna say she did that. She did play Rihanna's "B Better Have My Money" at a meeting, and then she wanted to claim that wasn't me. The DJ played that. Girl, stop playing with the people. Nobody have time for that.
Right.
So what is gonna happen? There's a Dalton meeting coming up this Monday. I don't know.
You gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be in the building and broadcast from the meeting.
I'm gonna show you live if you're there.
Okay, fine.
No,
But
fine. I'm gonna share it now.
I'm gonna whip you. But yeah, that is what happened in the meeting.
Facts.
I never think that children should be brought to the meeting. As you can see, Lavelle Redmond was standing. He went over to the podium and stood because I think he heard, things that were being said,
Mm-hmm.
by Leotis
Mm-hmm.
in the background, and he went over and stood and really kind of like shielded the child that was there. So I do commend him for that. For shielding the child and protecting, the residences, which is what I feel he tried to do, which I know Lavelle. So I do know his intentions. He loves this city, that village. So yeah. Yeah.
So
That's what happened.
yeah, that's crazy.
No kids, nobody got hurt. But for me, right now, while this village is, or this township and this village is in turmoil with this leader, they don't need to be bringing any children to any of these meetings if you want to attend. Now, as an adult, attending should be your right, and you should attend because in these cases you need to attend. But there is civil unrest going on in this part of the country.
Yeah.
For me, uh, the state's attorney and the attorney general and the inspector general and the governor, they got all kinds of smoke except for smoke for this lady that is tearing up these two places.
But don't that make sense though? Like the governor up top, is she doing the job that they having her do? Because that's what when I come down, even with this mayor here, for them not to get in trouble, we done seen with black mayors easily get caught up. Look at Ray Nagin, if I'm not saying his name
Now
right.
listen, now I don't want to turn this into a black and white thing. It's
I'm
not a black and white thing. For me, this
Oh.
is a character and integrity thing. Because then we're going to get into the whole conversation of black people can't lead, especially black women. No, we ain't doing that. This is not that. This is an integrity character situation. Because if she had made different choices, we wouldn't be here. She would be making black history.
No, that's the point that I'm making. I don't want you almost went Sister Soldier on me. Wait 1 minute now. I'm gonna speak out on a woman now. I'm not gonna let you do that. What I'm saying is now, the point I'm making, super producer. You gonna make me get you said I'm acting like I'm on John Juan. I gotta get you straight and I gotta give you the game now. You ain't scared to go to the top, is you?
No, go ahead, Mick.
No. Only reason I'm saying that because when you doing wrong, we haven't seen where, like you said, I don't care if you black or white, but I'll give you an example where it do come into play. Flint wasn't the only ones who was behind budget, but majority of the black cities was the ones who got emergency managers. Is what I'm saying. It was other counties, white counties but they didn't get emergency managers. It seemed like they just put them in the black area. What I'm saying is when we get these mayors who not doing right, like you said, how Tiffany, doing her thing. We seeing up here how this mayor, he ain't helped the residents. That money went everywhere but where it should have went to. We still got people saying this money went here and they ain't never got it. We still looking for the Kennedy cleaners. The Kennedy cleaners is harder than find Jimmy Hoffa. We saw them come down there and get the money, but it never Kennedy cleaners just disappeared.
Snow, don't you be acting up in these comments. I just told you, don't do that. Don't do that. And here in Illinois, there is another black woman mayor who is seemingly doing fine. And I think she's the mayor of Linwood, Illinois.
No, it's plenty of it's plenty. It's just here like Weaver didn't want to say the water was bad. If she would have went along to get along, she would still be the mayor. You know what I'm saying? It's just you got the book to tell you. But I will. It's the only thing that it's just to me that Neely, with all the stuff he done, he ain't got in trouble from the Mitchell boys. You know what I'm saying? From that situation, him firing some, him firing them. I'm not going to no casinos, Ivy.
She said, look into the
I know
casinos, Nikki.
that's where he at. That's what.
Look at you. Now you going off on her.
No, cause she know it. That's where he at with that money. He down there. He down there. He went when his opera money hit. He went straight to 75.
I
Allegedly.
know that's right.
Way to go to the casinos if you want to go to MGM. You want to go look Greek Town. You know what I'm saying? That's where the cleaners is at. It's not in Flint. And Pastor Reed, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you the things I'm reading in this chat. They say you took that money and went to the casinos. You hit 75 and didn't turn back. And you didn't do it in the name of Jesus.
I'm done.
He's a
Listen, let me tell y'all something. I have enjoyed my time today with you guys. I can't wait for Winters to come back.
Oh, you don't like being on here with me? That's how you go.
What? Mickey, I can only take you in doses, and you know that.
I know. I keep you on your toes. Now you like, I know you thought about it like I should have never went over there. You're thinking it now, ain't you?
Never that. This was the best decision I ever made in my life. I can tell you, it's one of the best decisions that I ever made in my life.
You saying that right now?
It is, and I love the Flint people. I want to thank the Flint people for tuning in to my show as well. Felicia Harris. Listen, you guys don't need to thank me. I'm just filling in. I'm just the fill-in. I was the pitch hitter. I was the pinch hitter. I was called in, and so I'm gonna come in and try to do my best to fill Winters' shoes, which is our big shoes. Listen, Kobe, thank you.
Because Winters, she's doing her other job. The reason she's not here.
And she better have mixed 35%. I know that.
It's a lot of stuff been going on. She's probably on the phone. I hope my money coming in. I hope it's coming in, Winters. There's a lot of people y'all done did y'all thing on 810 and they ain't paid me.
Thank you, Uncle Carl. Listen, this is what I want to tell. Always enjoy your super opinions, thoughts. Thank you.
I got one thing I gotta say. We got 8 minutes before you go. Hasselbrink, today at 1 o'clock, I think Hasselbrink go to court to find out if they get to keep it.
Yes.
Hasselbrink at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
But they ain't gonna
Felicia. Listen, Felicia, what do you want me to call Lavelle and say? I talk to him daily. What do you want me to say? What you want to talk to him? Listen, I'll see if I can get him on the bump. I don't know. He works. He works a job, but I think Mondays are his day off. I'll see if Mondays is his day off still. Yeah, no problem, Sherry Allen.
Hey, listen.
I will see if I can get him on the bump for you guys. If not on the phone, I'll try to see if he doesn't really like to do like over the like this type of interview. But I can get him on the phone.
Do it like they do in the Flint. Just call and talk to him and record it. My bad.
Listen, that's not just a Flint thing. They do it in Illinois too.
I'm being messy today.
Okay, no, they do it in Illinois too. So you got that right. You know what I'm saying? They do it in Illinois too. But listen, I'm going to do my review of the Lori Lightfoot report. So if you guys want to know about that, I'm going to try to do that tonight. Do that tonight. You don't want to miss it. I
just messed up.
What you do? What did you do?
Breaking news just came in. Breaking news.
Okay.
Breaking news. Emily Dorr has resigned. Winters' word on the street once again was proven correctly. Yep. Emily has left and went to a job in the city of Flint to make $250,000 more, allegedly. She left a 6-figure job for $250,000. You can move up in Flint when you don't know nothing. Allegedly.
Wow. Okay. All right. Listen, Eartha Logan, thank you so much. I love the Flint people. And listen, I'm going to be in Flint as soon as the weather breaks.
Okay. Oh, thank God you just hit that. Let me get to that. Today's weather, family. High 46 and it's sunshine out there. A low 34. And for me to break that down, that means it's going to be a lot of player hating going on between today and Monday. When the sun is out, that means the haters is finna do, and it's probably gonna be about 37 podcasts did after this show. Go ahead, super producer.
Oh my God. Yeah. As soon as the weather breaks, the super producer is coming to visit Flint, maybe for a couple of days. We'll see. Super producer, you got in. You definitely fit in. Thanks for your great show. Oh, Asaya Quill, thank you so much. And thank you for coming over to my show. Super producer, listen, Snow, you on that bus. I'm glad you off of it right now. But before, listen, that bus was going slow.
Was it? I keep telling y'all,
It's going slow. But yeah, when the weather breaks, I'm gonna be coming to front maybe for a couple of days. First thing I'm gonna do is box Mickey ears, and then I would love to meet some of you all out there. We'll get something set up.
Only place y'all gonna see super producer around. Y'all paying because ain't nothing for free. So you get ready. Y'all think my 35. We will be at between Vehicle City or Genesee County Compassion Club. I'm just saying it. I'm saying if you want to do a meet and greet, that's where we setting things up at, where the people that love us at.
Okay, that's right. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna get that set up, and I hope to see some of you when I come there. Okay, I was told at this last meeting, the Lori Lightfoot meeting, by someone. I introduced myself to them. It was another YouTuber. They said, "Wow, you're a 7 on YouTube, but you're a 11 in person."
Tell them.
What the heck did that mean?
Can I pick them? Can I pick them? Do I come out?
That's crazy. Okay.
Just come to mix. You know, what I'm saying. Do I pick y'all? Do I not go pick the women out? A lot of people go grab women that look like they've been fighting all their life.
Not all their life they had to fight. Mickey, it's time for you to go to bed. We finish up this show off. Tad, T from the D, we gonna get it cracking for at least a day and a half.
And we gonna party. You know, everything gonna be on the haters. Everything gonna be on the haters, and I'm gonna say this to them pit bulls. They've been coming at 8:10. Look in the mirror. Don't look in the mirror, because you already you look like.
Winters is talking trash. Winters, I can't listen. I love all of you guys. Uncle Carl, love you too. I love all you guys. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for making me feel welcome and special. And listen, I am Sherry Allen. Y'all all have a great day. Okay.
Hold on. We got 3 minutes. I get my 3 minutes off. You a lie. We go off at 11. This ain't no breaker. We got 3 minutes.
Mickey expensive, Snow. Mickey is expensive. 35%.
And you know why? You know why it's 35? Because I let some people to leave. What do they call them? My stable. I let some rough riders in my stable. Then it took me down. You know how you can bring in I brought some bad people into the CEO mix stable. I knew they wouldn't 810 material. I'm just gonna tell you they wouldn't 810 material.
Lord have mercy.
Whine, lie, and cry. And
I'm gonna let Mickey have this last 3 minutes, y'all. Cause y'all know I don't do. Y'all know what I don't do.
I'm not talking about. I'm just saying. You know how you get bad people in your stable. I brought.
Yes.
I'm cleaning my stable out, and some staying, some going. We already.
Yes.
I had to get rid of.
Listen,
I'm mentally.
Forget Mickey. Y'all go over there. Y'all fill that courtroom up for Hasselbrain.
You think the judge coming there?
What'd you say?
Think the judge want me coming there? Y'all want me to come speak for Hasselbrink?
No, I think just your presence is expected. Just your presence. That's it. Okay.
Y'all don't want me to
the mother's board and tell him, Kay, and tell him because he trying it right now.
No. Let me tell you something, super producer. Guess where I was at yesterday?
Where?
The rough thing, my uncle passed away. I was with my family though. Yeah, I was with my family. You know what they told me yesterday?
What?
They said, if you don't get your hiney up there and go back at them, is you crazy? You making us look weak over here. Don't let no pit bulls talk to you like that. I didn't know they was watching.
Asaya Quill, this part right here, he messy, but we gonna keep him for a little bit longer.
I got one coming on and say, I'm gonna show you how to get in the mud. I said, I don't know if that show gonna make it.
Get off of here so you can go get that cake from Miss Beverly Biggs, and I want my 35%. Miss Beverly Biggs, I need a cake when I come to Flint.
Yeah, don't you hang up. We gotta talk. Don't you hang up. Don't you hang up. Don't you talk about producer. Everybody else. Your mamas.